is Canelo Alvarez, a four-division, multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. The Marvel, Sergio Martinez. This future Hall of Famer who fights out of Buenos Aires, Argentina, has traveled the world over to ply his trade.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Buenos Aires, Argentina, here is a unified and sensational middleweight champion of the world, Sergio Maravilla Martinez.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. We don't want to trade shots. Oh, and the right hook clipped him clean. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice defense on that hook. That right hook's already working well. Just missed with that hook. He misses with that straight left. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their...
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Sergio Martinez is dazed. There's going to be a knockdown at least.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp.
Missing, great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into
this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round.
Be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it.
Let him back into the fight. You're much better than this.
Let's get it started in round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nobody home with that hook. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Oh my God, Johnny! Sergio Martinez is rooked. The Argentine Martinez is down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove. And down he goes.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
On their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know they fight.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to go back out there.
And there's the bell for round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength, and preparation is how you are going to deal with this.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Misses with the straight left. Through the straight left, but it won't score. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. Sergio Martinez is down on the canvas. Is he going to be able to make it back up? When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter had. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
But you're still landing power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths.
Good work. Good work out there. The jab's working now.
Breathe. You got complacent. The fight's not over yet.
And there's the bell to start round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Done with that counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Good counter punch. Exchange here from both men. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. He somehow weathered the storm.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Started on Alvarez in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your...
Good work. That's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. Just
in this round.
Let's start the 6th. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Good counter punching. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. His stamina is off the charts. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now,
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. Down goes Sergio Martinez. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
that's lights out right there.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right.
Whoa, Johnny. Maravilla in some trouble here. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw it.
You're being put down, you've got to think, right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. Right, let's get out there.
Come on, good man. Just same again. Don't change too much.
And there's the belt for round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt, it's always coming. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A lot of effort being exerted here. Incredible work rate. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Alvarez in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out.
Round 8, and we're off again. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, flexed right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
counter shot. Good looking hook, but it was blocked. Stamina is off the charts. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. Smart, that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.